4 things narcissists can't get over. And I'm going to give you some perspective on that question from another warrior. Some of the things that I want to actually go over is a warning. Something that, every now and again I get an epiphany. I remember some stuff and go, man, I better write this down. I better share this with the tribe. Because someone out there needs to hear it, the warning. And it's this: narcissists, when they're starting to get desperatious and they need to prove a point, they felt threatened by your soon to discard them, their ultimate revenge is to get you to unalive yourself, or they need to plan something in order for it to look like an accident happened. It's why many in the smear campaign will start spreading rumors, vicious in nature, that you have addictions. The only reason they were with you and they gave you so many chances was to help you with these addictions. But they're telling folks you may have a mental disorder. Yeah. The danger is this. Some of y'all maybe heard some of this scuttlebutt, some of the rumors, the chisme, and played it off as nothing. And I need you to really don't play into this. Therein lies the true confession of the narcissist that is now planning a setup. They're going to try and poison or drug your food or drink. Don't give your position away by going, hey, I know what you're up to. No, I'm telling you this so that you're well aware of it. And I'll tell you what I do. I don't ever turn down gifts. I'll take the gift. I just don't consume it. I throw it away. And what I'm looking for later, which is a major red flag, and I want you to pay attention to this part. Stop what you're doing. Look at me. This is very important. What you're looking for in a telltale sign of someone that's wanting to cause you harm through food and drink is their sense of urgency to want to see you consume it in front of them right away. In which case, I usually have a accident. I'll oops and dump it. Oh, dang, I'm so clumsy. Or I'll go, hey, man, you try it first. Here, take a big old gulp in front of me. Another thing is when they have a sense of urgency and ask right away, did you taste it? Did you taste what I cooked for you? How did it taste? And they know they're lying. Yeah, they know you're lying. If you tell them, oh, it's delicious. Because it should have put you in the hospital. Your story should have been you didn't wake up, and they know it's a lie. I don't do that. I don't tell them I ever ate it. I don't even tell them I threw it away. I sometimes play this game. Yeah, I gave it to one of my neighbors. Haven't heard from them in a while. And I'm looking for that reaction. The, oh, damn. Uh-oh. But in reality, between you and I always throw it away. In the tribe, when it came to food or drink, you gave a portion out. You throw it out. And if the animals don't want it, it's not consumable. Animals have a sixth sense, and their noses are 10 times more sensitive than ours. Warriors, even a bear won't attack you if you consume something poisonous. They can smell it, and they will leave you alone. Warriors, I want you to pay attention to that, because connecting dots and using your intuition, and now that you've heard it once, you'll never forget it. For those of you who haven't experienced it, the reason I mention it is because if you haven't, it may happen tomorrow. You have no idea who you may have offended by speaking your truth or living right, or smiled too much that day, because narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths look at that as a personal attack. You have no control over what people think and how they react in your presence or to your truth. But what you do have control over is how you respond. The reason I say I don't turn down gifts, but I discard them, is because I don't want to give it away. I give narcissists enough rope to hang themselves. I don't need to give away and show what I know. You see, the element of surprise needs to be maintained. Your knowledge, I encourage you to share, but share with your own kind. Don't share your book of secrets and knowledge with the enemy. They don't need to know what you know. It's how they're able to weaponize that against you and change tactics. And many will look at you like, dang it, how did that not work? And I dare say, when you stumble narcissists enough, they'll eventually confess. It sounds like, man, you're just so lucky. Pay attention, warriors. That's the reason I wanted to share with you, and I'm glad I wrote that down, because let me tell you something. Another trick that, when I tell y'all that narcissists are empty vessels, they're hosts for walk-in spirits. And I'll give you an example. Have you ever been out with somebody new, and out of nowhere, someone just don't know you from Adam? They just look at you as an automatic. It's kind of like narcissists can smell each other. The tricksters notice each other, and they will utter in assistance to total strangers of their own kind, "Oh, y'all look so perfect together." I always ignore it, pretend I didn't hear it, and the narcissist will make it a point to nudge you and go, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?" But what I want you to understand is some of these are setups. Demons giving each other validation. It's another form of triangulation. And so I want you to understand that they're trying to blow air up your ass to make you feel like, I'm so fortunate. Or, oh, we do look good together, don't we? It's how they tag team the love bomb. And so I want you to understand that you need to be very, very careful, because narcissists know each other as strangers, no different than two thugs know each other, two felons that run into each other know each other, and no different than warriors who've been in combat understand those who are true warriors amongst them and the imposters, stolen valor. The hypocrites. But make no mistake, narcissists do assist each other with the rebounds. Got a question for you guys out there, just to break the ice. Y'all accidentally ever been cleaning your weapon and it discharges while you're taking a shower? Yeah. Chico got jokes. Let's do a breathing exercise. 5 seconds so we can go over what narcissists can't get over. And I'll go over these. Colleen shared this. Colleen answers a lot of questions, and I'm so appreciative because it all gives us perspective on what narcissists can't get over. And for the most part, we all know exposing is one of them. The other is having a loss of control. And what I mean by that is, in many cases, narcissists, they will actually ask point blank, where do you work? Oh, really? Who's your boss? And what you're thinking is, oh, they're really interested in me and what I do. No, what they're interested in is who they can call in order to sabotage your ability to maintain your own finances. They want to know who they can call to get you fired, who they can notify to sabotage the position you have, because there's nothing better for a narcissist than to use that over you and put you under financial duress because you don't need them so long as you're financially independent. So they need to sabotage that so that you need them. I need you to need me. I want you to want me. Confirmations. Doot, doot. Yeah. The other thing is, knowing this, they know once they've had a taste of you, you're irreplaceable. And that's why that desperation, that need to destroy you or your reputation, to need them, is so necessary. And that's why it's so important for you to, hey, come here. Come here, look at me. Come here. To cállate la boca. To shut your mouth up. Stop spewing out the very bullets the narcissist needs for an empty gun. And the thing you don't understand is they're so pissed off because you don't understand how fantastical great they are. They're the more better's bestest option. But the problem is they need to make it where they are the only options. What they hate about you is your glow is so bright, you attract and they can't. They have to pretend that they're in demand. Most of y'all have a lifestyle that give a narcissist a wet dream. And the only options they got are to clean their weapon in the shower and play pretend it was an accidental discharge. Yeah. Let's do a breathing exercise and let's get on with this with Colleen sharing so that you get perspective from a different warrior and you understand I'm not a prophet, I'm not a seer. I speak from my own life's journey, and you don't have to have credentials to share the shortcuts in life. So I want to encourage y'all, when the time is right, that you speak your truth and understand that that is your protection. And when you have a moral compass, speaking your truth will force stupidity to see itself out. Because they can't have a conversation with intelligence. 5 seconds, let's do this. Release slowly. All right, shake it off, shake it off. 4 things Colleen shares with us, answering the question, what narcissists can't get over, besides you, besides thinking and ruminating that you're going to end up with someone else who's going to treat you like you deserve, like the champion you are, and respectful and appreciative. Besides all that, let's see what Colleen has to say. Number 1, hating and wanting to hurt or destroy you, forever exposing them. Narcissists craft this fantasy version of themselves. Well, they are the hero, the biggest victim or the star of the show. Think of it similarly as building a house of cards. They want everyone around them to buy into it. But then you show up and point out that the house isn't all that stable, or that it's actually a bit crooked. The narcissist sees you as tearing everything down. They feel like their whole world is crumbling. It's like a punch to the gut. They shift into fight mode, getting angry, fixated on you. They want to win by making someone else lose. Deep down, they can't get over the fact that the house fell and they were exposed. It's the embarrassment of a stain that will not come out. It's like a mancha on your tantarans. A shit stain? Yeah. But they act like it doesn't matter. It eats at them. It doesn't let them sleep at night. They secretly ruminate over the fact that you were able to cause so much damage to their image. Number 2, número 2, losing control over you and not being able to use you again. Yeah. Aww, poor little Tink Tink misses the emotional tampon. Look at you, your badass self, pulling strings and all. When a narcissistic parent has controlled every aspect of a child's life and that child gets to independence, it can feel like a royal dethronement. The narcissist goes through an existential crisis. They've been managing the show for so long that its surprise has left them stunned and desperatious. I'm using my verbiage. The situation is even more amplified when someone gains independence from the narcissist through finances. Ooh, did we talk about that? Financial independence is like breaking the chains a narcissist has used to bind you to him. This loss of power is something that the narcissist can't easily tolerate. Additionally, the narcissist feeds off the subservience of others. When someone becomes independent, that means rejecting the narcissist's sense of superiority. Yeah. La gran caca, the shit. This destroys the narcissist's illusion of self. It's like they've been deprived of their oxygen. I can't breathe. And they will desperately flail around trying to regain what they lost. The narcissist becomes obsessed with that loss. The idea that they have lost someone who is now thriving beyond their control. Ooh. Therefore, they can no longer play with that person, which creates an enormous abyss. Number 3, número 3. They can't find the energy like you gave them. Ooh, you must have that good boom boom. No, seriously. They cannot find the energy and supply you gave them, which they can't find anywhere. A narcissist is like a sunflower, constantly moving towards the sun, absorbing all the energy and warmth. For a narcissist, the sun is adoration and energy they draw from those around them. The saturation is sweet nectar. It validates their bloated sense of self-importance and feeds their story of being one of a kind. Yeah, they got that special nook, the new. But when you ask them, what do you have to offer that makes you above and beyond the rest? All they can throw at you is, well, I got special nook. Yeah, them is the empty vessels I'm talking about. Hosts, welcoming any walk-in spirit. But when the sun disappears on these human sunflowers, it feels like an endless, chilling night. The absence of this adoration leaves them craving an empathy they hunger for. The affirmations and admiration that once bathed their world go silent. Number 4, número 4. How you didn't see how great they are and how you did them wrong. Ooh. Y'all better listen to this. Are you paying attention? Here I go. In the grand theater of a narcissist's mind, they are always a shining star. The bestest mom, the bestest dad, the bestest partner, the hero who can do nothing wrong. Theirs is a world where they are towering giants among mere mortals. I've heard these reprobates, these bottom feeders, looking amongst the crowd in the party and going, humans. As if, yeah. Now imagine their sheer disbelief when someone does not buy a ticket to this show, when someone doesn't recognize their supposed brilliance. It's like telling them the sky is green. They just can't comprehend it. The narcissist truly thinks they are superior, and with this belief comes the expectation that others will also see and celebrate their greatness. When this doesn't occur, it's not only surprise, but it is a punch in the gut. A patada en las bolas. A kick in the nuts. It's a direct insult, an attack. They simply can't fathom why anyone would not see them as worthy of awe. The question, don't they realize how amazing I am? I got the golden peepees. Yeah. They will continue to replay this in their head. They don't just disagree with the criticism, they see it as an attack on their very core, the very existence. When a narcissist feels this kind of attack, and keep in mind, this is a delusion now in their own clown chakra. When that clown chakra is activated, that's when the narcissist is very dangerous. They won't consider the future. They won't consider consequence. They will put themselves in danger to protect that self-image of grandiosity. And it's why it's so important to not show your hand. Don't ever make the mistake of letting the narcissist know they're a narcissist. Only I do that. But sometimes because I get bored. And, well, I got nothing to lose. Warriors, that's why I have to let y'all know. I'll give you great advice. But I dare say I have to refrain from actually sharing with you what I do in the devil's playground sometimes, because I set up their fall. Some of y'all, the majority of y'all, aren't equipped. Because your timing's off. Some of y'all need to continue playing Go Fish and let the chess players play chess. In the meantime, you got things to do anyway, better things to do. Leave the fight to the warriors amongst you. The best thing you can do to do your part is succeed in life. Work on some of these narcissistic traits that you may have adopted in order to defend yourself. Start working on shedding that as a lifestyle and start developing it and noticing that it's only to be used when engaging with stupidity, and then fall back to your natural state. You want to really piss narcissists off? Render them irrelevant and let them understand beyond a shadow of a doubt they're not your killjoy. You're no one's emotional tampon. And you're not going to be played. And to insult your intelligence comes with consequence. Delivered immediately. But you don't lose yourself and your sense of humility and that gorgeous ass smile. That's what ultimately a narcissist's goal is. To make you one of them. Things that we might need to work on. Things that we need to hear in order to identify narcissistic traits that perhaps we were oblivious to. Who's most likely to? It's a card game. Would be a polygamist if it were legal. Dang it, man. Cards are hitting hard this morning. Well, let me tell you the truth. It may not be legal, but if you ever in a relationship or married with a narcissist, know and understand. This is what I found that they all have in common. You ever notice they don't have a tan line on their ring finger? There's a reason for that. They may be married on paper, but out in public, behind your back, they act single. You were always in a threesome when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. Still has a Beanie Baby collection. And most of them that have a collection of Beanie Babies, stuffed animals, that's an out open altar. Because each one, they talked previous connections into buying it for them. And it reminds them, each one carries with it a memory of past conquests. Oh, maybe I said too much. Gets countless bruises and has no idea why. Uh-oh. Could it be pillow talk? Yeah. They run into one that likes it rough. Can't make this shit up. Mystery bruises, major red flag. Thinks Tupac is still alive. Yeah, he's out partying with Elvis. Just wants to go home. When you see a narcissist make a big shift from happy-go-lucky to all of a sudden immediately wants to go home, I feel sick, I'm nauseous. Yeah. They done run into a threat. someone that discarded them and has a bone to pick with them. What they're afraid is, yes, sir, they're going to come talk to you and open your eyes to the truth. Hey, what's up? What you been up to, killer? Hey, did you know this one likes to poison people? Well, how about this one? That's a butt licker. She likes tossed salad. Thinks they're a philosopher after one drink. Got all kinds of wisdom. To sure. Yeah, get the diarrhea of the mouth too. Can't shut up. Poses. Listen to this. Stop what you're doing. Shut up. Shut up. I know I lost you at butt liquor. Listen. Poses hypothetical questions that are terrible. Either way, no matter the outcome. That's a telltale sign. That's a confession of somebody that don't like you. Because if they can't set up a moment of despair, they'd like to at least see it in giving you these kinds of questions to give them a taste of semi-panic. How would you react? Best thing to do is respond. Because I always pose a question back to them. Well, chances are I'm going to be right alongside you. What are you going to do? I'll follow your lead. What you going to do? Is a total brand whore. Can I say that? Can I? Uh-oh. Is a total brand beep. Always wants to do stuff. But they have to use the power of persuasion. Make it sound like it's your idea. Because without you figuring it out yet, they're going to forget their wallet. They even like to pretend, hey man, I put gas in your car. Oh man, I forgot my wallet. I'll get you next time. Overreacts to everything. And they want to cause you, they want to call you too sensitive. Knows a little too much about Disney movies. Make sure their friends get more fucked up than they do. They walk around with the same drink all night and then proclaim, I'm drunk. Party! I'm drunk. No, what they're looking for is who they can take advantage of. It's a shit test. Self-diagnoses themselves. They always have the kind of sickness that's never, ever going to be remedied. It can't. Because they're always going to move the goalposts because they have a special disease. Shit, doubt it. Just name it after them. And what you need to understand and get a grip on is whatever ailments they got is what they use to breadcrumb for empathy. And they will come down hard on anybody who attacks their cover or tries to solve it. Should have been a hippie in the 60s. Dang it, man. Woo! All right, y'all, let's go over this fortress cookie. For real. Embrace the unique qualities that make you who you are. Stay true. Stay authentic. And never lose that smile. I'm so damn proud of y'all. Healing looks awesome on you. And it's going to be a threat to many. I say many. The 1% with the disorders. Yeah. But look, they're easily identifiable nowadays. Yeah, they got the nose ring. Screams. It's like a mark. Yeah. All you have to do is pay attention. They're the ones that are morphing themselves in all kind of panorama to draw attention to the disorder so that we could identify it without ever having to speak to them. The good Lord's made it easy on us. Don't you see the blessing? Get out there and own it. Y'all are awesome. Observe in silence. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time. Namaste.